Welcome back to the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network. The following is a one-shot that we did at Halcon 2022. We had a blast and so did our players. It's called Ner'Illes Mansion, Part B.
Talmor gets a taxi on the shoulder and he says, "Whoa there, there's been enough for today. We got to clean this mess up and you just have to let it hold. Just wait for now."
Okay.
I might not be drunk by then.
Well, you kind of broke the rules a bit. You hit him that fourth time, but he was, I seen in his eyes, he would have hit you too, so. But she's, anyway, this is over for the day. Get out of everybody, go back to what you're doing. You got work to do. You can see them dissuade from the area.
I want to grab hold of the elbow of the elf that I met in the ring.
Sure.
So tell me, what's the deal here? We're new. I like a fight as good as the next person, but what's going on? Where'd you come from?
I came from the motherland. Grew up there in the woods, then got on the ships, and it wasn't long after my ship went down and I was pulled here. Apparently Ner'Illes thought I was worthy, but she's not here, so I'm just making the best of it. You know, I can fight. You can fight too. You should think about sticking around.
Where's Ner'Illes?
I don't know. She's supposed to be sitting on that, kind of looks around as everybody's going away. She's supposed to be sitting where that Commodore's sitting, but can't do nothing about that here. Not enough allies.
How long has she been gone?
Since before I was here. And I've been here a long time.
I mean, could she find your seat if it's covered in that little fake house?
Oh, I have no doubt that if Ner'Illes were to come back here, she would clean house quite well.
And so, I mean, what if Ner'Illes comes and cleans house? Your good cushy life ends and you go into wherever...
I go where Ner'Illes pushes me. She pushes you here and there and pulls you here and there. It's a sailor's life. I find myself here now and I'm doing quite well. You guys can see he's got a few weapons on them, well encrusted, and a few of those badges too from people that he has made and has killed.
Yeah. I mean, but part of the point of being a pirate is you get loot and you go and you have the good peaceful life after, you know?
That's a myth. My father wanted the peaceful life. He died. I wanted the peaceful life. I died.
Did his axe, because he wasn't holding the axe, did the axe go with him?
No, the axe is on the ground because he threw it out of the ring. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, so there's a great axe on the ground. That does belong to you. It's your loot, yes.
You
keep what you kill.
Keep what you kill, yeah.
I pick I scamper over in my high-heeled boots and I bend down and for you, good gentlemen.
I'll wield it well for you.
For the one champion who did not brutally accidentally murder his combatant.
Yeah.
That's cool. I thought one of you was going to do it. One of the monks too, because they can hit 4 times
know,
in a
right?
turn, right? But there you go.
So I'm down to 2 points.
He says, and the captain looks back to you guys and says, "Well, the fights are over for the day. But if you want to go down there to where looks around where the captain said you're going, or you can, rest for a while. It's completely up to you."
Well, let's take a quick short rest.
Well, yeah. And then we've got to find, the way so we can actually enjoy our spoils, because there's no point in getting spoils if you can't have good rum or ale.
He kind of shrugs and says, "I don't know. I'm enjoying myself from time to time."
Power for the sake of power, though. Boring.
But power for the sake of rum.
Now that's
Imperative.
You can see a grimace roll over his face, memories. And he kind of takes it slowly and looks at it. And he says, "Do you know how long it's been?" He takes a drink. Just look over his face, just washes away with peace. He gives it back to you and he says, "Thank you." Kind of stops. You guys can see that he's kind of thinking about something. He says, you know, where the captain sent me is not safe. It's not the first people we've sent down there. We've had newcomers before. People come down here and think they know what they're doing. I mean, I think you all know what you're doing, though. I mean, I can see it from the fighting thing. I've never seen anybody like that before. I mean, the captain, he can fight like that. But maybe you will.
Life is not a certain path. You just go where fate takes you, and if it is our time to die, we will die. If it is not, we won't.
He nods to you, says he's got wise words. You must have been on the crow's nest.
I was.
You could see it in your structure. So where are you willing to head? Where do you want to go? Do you want me to take you somewhere where you can rest?
Just a short rest, and then I think we'll be ready to go, yes.
Alright, so he takes you back to that house, and there's a place in there where you guys can rest, where the water kind of, it's the area's arced, so the water drains down and it doesn't fall on you guys.
I use Arcane Recovery to recover my 3rd level spell that I used to try to not get drowned at the beginning of the game.
Certainly.
And we're getting my 2 key points.
And everybody roll a dexterity saving throw. Just for fun. Anybody above 10?
18.
18?
11.
Anybody below 10 takes 1 point of damage.
I take a point of damage.
17 as well.
We're good at dodging now.
I rolled another 1.
Yeah, you really need to like melt that thing down or something. I don't know.
It's
like it's weighted.
Just working the ones out of it right now.
This guy is no better.
Excuse me.
Just give it a good run through.
Waited in the wrong
Warm
way.
it up.
Okay, so he does end up taking you guys to the rotating doors. Now these ones he takes you to are about twice the size as the other ones.
Can I roll a performance check while he's bringing us along? Natural 1.
For what?
So as he's marching us down, I'm like, I cross my hands over like I'm tied up or something. Like, look, it's not my fault that the goblin decided to try to stab me with a butter knife. I didn't know that it wasn't okay for me to beat him 57 times in the head. He looked dangerous. He had a gun. I was protecting my rights as a woman.
And then you slip on the ice and your hands go out to protect yourself.
Oh my god. And I was going to have Calder assist with that, but I also...
No. This is funnier.
This is a 0.
Oh.
You bump into Balder, he falls on the ice too.
Oh,
That's it. So Calder's like,
Where did you guys get the rum?
that's it. Bugbear's blood made half rum.
So you guys can see a few of the scamps look in your direction. There's some chit-chat in between. But you guys move on.
Yeah.
You're now by the door. Tell Morse, like, you guys, sorry. You should probably go. Now, get going! He takes his sword out, waves it at you guys, rolls his performance.
Better than 2 natural ones.
There you go.
I look afraid and go.
Okay, sounds good.
I guess
Tolereth runs to the door.
I guess that's a performance. That would be a 14 though. I was looking at
There you go.
the monk is better at performing than the...
+0.
Once it seems to be starting to get violent, people begin to move away and away and away. Yeah, and then Talmor just kind of watches you guys one by one. You head into the revolving door. As you go through the revolving door, it takes about a minute, but then you find yourself in another room. You are looking at a corridor about 10 feet wide, heading down about 60 feet. You can see that down the way there's another room, but it recesses down below and you can't see it. To the right and to the left, there seems to be 2 doors. And you guys can see in here that there are chunks of ice that have fallen from somewhere, just laying about little bits of ice on the ground here and there. And if you look up, you can see large portions of the ceiling that are all jagged and missing, like things that have fallen and then melted, and then more things have fallen.
Is it still dripping in here as well?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is dripping in here. Dexterity saving throw. Thank you.
I have to have a word with the decorator.
Dirty 20?
Yeah, you can. It's DC 10.
17.
Yeah.
11.
Everybody just kind of hits your clothing or your arm or leaves a little burn hole, but doesn't actually affect you.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go to the tailor's as soon as we get back to port.
Well, I mean, is this even real clothing?
I need to go to the tavern.
I mean, is this real clothing or metaphysical?
I hope it's not my real clothing. This stuff is expensive. I have to get it all like measured and custom fitted.
And a lovely job they did too, if I
It's not
could
my
have.
fault I have a unique shape that doesn't come in normal standard sizes.
It's fair. It's fair.
I don't think unique is quite the word.
Wow. All right. It's delightful. I'm so happy I committed to this bet last time.
I know, right? It's perfect.
So how do you decide which door?
Okay. Sorry. One small thing. When you cast your detect magic, on the walls, you see runes. Runes that you couldn't understand.
In this room?
No, it was in the other room.
Oh.
In the area back there. But there were actually runes in the walls that you could see that were basically explaining what this place was. And you can see Ner'Illes. It was owned by Ner'Illes, and it's her.
Is it written in Celestial?
No, it's written in Draconic, but it's an ancient form of Draconic even so. But you notice that there's definitely runes in the walls, though.
Yeah, I only know Celestial and Common, so.
Forgot to mention that, but that was just a small thing.
My detect magic is definitely off the moment I hasted.
Oh, I read Draconic, but I didn't see the runes.
And with your Arcana for it, you would notice that these water droplets are ice methods. Melting from the ice methods.
Okay.
They're dropping from the ceiling and hitting you guys as the water melts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
they're like dive bombing you from the ceiling and trying to hit you guys as you kind of walk through. Water ice methods.
Yeah.
She was the only one that could see the runes, correct?
Okay.
Well, I guess the question is the ice always melting in droplets, or is it seeming to be trying to hit us?
No, it just seems to be everywhere. They're falling. They have no control over where they're just falling.
Yeah, the whole place is slowly melting.
I take like a cloth from my mess kit around my hand because I just have band braces, I don't have gloves, and I pick up one of the jagged shards of ice, and then I take a rope and I twine around it, and then I just secure it on my person so that I could, in theory, someone could swing and throw the ice spike just in case.
Sure, absolutely.
The ice is the water in terms of the acidic, so this thing could be a weapon.
Okay. That sounds kind of brutal.
Does the ice have any effect on my rope?
If you sit there and watch it for a few minutes, and it does begin to kind of bead a little bit of water from it, you can see a little black mark on the rope as it's beginning.
So beginning, but it's not okay. So
it will take time.
I twine about 30 feet of rope on it just for the reference.
Sounds good. So yeah, before you then you have the corridor that continues downward, and there's a door on either side. Now, these are not revolving doors. They seem to be made of the same wood, but they just seem to have a latch on them that open inwards.
Flip a coin?
It's like, don't want to split the party.
Yeah, that's never good. As drunk as I am, even I know that's not a good idea.
Splitting party, I will, like, after the day we had yesterday, it's just about this close to table flip time.
So left 1, 2, 3, right 4, 5, 6. Eeny, meeny, miny.
1.
Let's go left.
So you head left.
Left is right.
Actually, can I, before I do a stupid thing, can I roll an investigation check on the doors to see if there's any?
Absolutely.
That sounds like the smart thing to do, so we can't have that.
Already we're doing better than we did yesterday.
That's going to be a 15.
15? They don't appear trapped at all. They just appear worn and rarely used. Now, it doesn't seem to be a lot of dust here because it's ice and it's all constantly melting. But it just seems to be dry and old.
So there's no particular difference between the two doors, right?
Nope.
Okay. We go, I say let's go left.
Yes.
Because just like my sanity is left.
Okay.
You open the door to the left.
We stand back.
Inside this door, you guys can see to the left and to the right there is benches along the side and in the back. It's just a bench, you're standing, and in the middle you guys can see a large statue, a large frozen statue of something, a female. Now she seems to be wearing long draping clothing. She has some cleavage at the top, and the dress kind of goes down to her shoulders. And she has this long braided hair that seems to be flowing down the back, down her back. And
What is this statue made of?
ice. And she's kind of rising out of a surf of water, but it's contained in this circular dais.
So does this look like temple?
Can I do a religion check?
Yes, you can.
I'll do one too. Yeah, I'm taking a religion check because
I presume.
I have no
it's
fucking idea.
mentioned. You said there are benches, 13 which tells me this could be a chapel or something.
I didn't roll a one.
What?
That does it.
Why? Because
You word drop chapel. You know what it is.
with advantage, religion, that's an 18.
Yeah, it seems to be a prayer room, probably to Ner'Illes. And you guys don't know. You guys don't know how long it's been since somebody's laid eyes on this statue. You know, this could be the first depiction of Ner'Illes herself.
Okay. So that would lead me to believe if it's the first, possibly the first depiction, this could be one of the very first shrines to Ner'Illes to start with.
Yeah.
Could be open for prayer.
Which
Are there any
means
other doors in the room?
No, just that's it. It seems to be a simple prayer room, 20 by 20, with her depiction of her in the middle.
so it would have a more primal connection
Yeah. So
because it's one of the first.
Yeah.
So that connection would be stronger. Okay.
Should we perhaps offer a prayer to her?
What's
Can I
that?
do an
Certainly can't
investigation
hurt.
check of the room
Offer
and the
a prayer to
benches
her.
and everything just to be on the safe side?
Of course you can.
That is going to be a 19.
A19, you look around, it seems to be a very, very simple room. The benches seem to be the same style as the doors, the same aged wood. If you were to sit on them, they might break. They seem kind of brittle, but you don't find anything else.
does Ner'Illes seem like kind of goddess that wants a gift or
I was
sacrifice?
just thinking that, yeah, I'm going to take the dagger that I won and place it at the base of the statue.
Okay, sounds good. Roll percentile, please.
Sorry?
Roll percentile, please.
No, percentile.
Percentile.
sorry.
Double 10.
Sorry?
52.
52. The dagger, you put it down there, seems to sit on the dais. You take a step back. Doesn't seem to anything happened. You did make a donation. You did make an offering to Ner'Illes.
Anyone want to find religion at this point, or shall we go to the other room?
My religion, that's funny. Ha ha ha. And the DM's figure goes, found religion. I want to put a gold piece down.
Yeah, I'll lay down a gold piece as well.
Okay. Are you going to require me to do the same thing?
Because let's face it, the gold piece is probably worse than the shitty spear I use.
Not necessarily gold piece. It's going to be something to more for the gods. They are in the depths of Felfan. The gods require
An actual sacrifice.
Yeah, they require a little bit more. Like the gods have been seen walking around. You can go to one of their
What's the
temples.
alignment of Ner'Illes?
She's chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral?
Chaotic neutral.
Drop of blood. Drop of blood.
Drop of blood. Okay, roll percentile. You see Torek going over there, opening his hand, bleeding onto the statue.
And that one.
Okay. As soon as it hits the statue, it melts off, like burns off, not melts off. It burns off, and a bit of the statue begins to melt away. But perhaps your donation was taken. Perhaps not. You're not sure.
Now you said melt away or melted.
It's the blood hit the ice,
Right.
and burnt into a flame, and a bit of the statue melted away.
So the statue was physically damaged.
Yes.
Okay, then I don't want to do that again.
Oh well, that's
Because that's technically a desecration.
Maybe.
yeah, that's the thing. Possibly, if enough offerings are made, maybe something is trapped inside.
Can I investigate the statue to see if I can detect anything that might be underneath, frozen inside?
Certainly.
That is going to be a 17.
17. It looks fairly clear. It's not as opaque as the walls. And if one of you guys were to walk on the other side, it would discolor the statue like that. And you can't really see anything in it or around it. It seems to be...
Or below it?
Or below it. It seems to be made directly into the floor itself.
Okay, so I've got about 2 sips left. I take one and pour the rest on the altar.
A pirate's last drink. Roll percentile.
Pirates left. Yeah. Where's the rum gone?
I was going to have that.
Out of his 10 fingers.
61.
61. All right. The water hits the dais and begins to trickle down and pool in one of the recesses in the ice. That's all appears that happens.
You said we'd be familiar with Ner'Illes, right? Would I know if the action that was taken before that actually melted part of it? Would I know if Ner'Illes would see that as a slight?
Not necessarily. It was definitely a strange offering to Ner'Illes, but not necessarily one that would be a faux pas or anything of that sort. But the reaction was really strange. A really strange reaction. Not one that Ner'Illes is usually known for. She's not known for fire. Yeah.
I want to go back over, pick up my dagger, open a little bit of the palm, and offer a little bit of my own before putting the dagger back.
Okay, sounds good. The same roll percentile. See if see, the thing is, for the percentile, the gods have to see the offering. If they're not seeing the offering, well,
Yeah, if they're not looking, yeah.
38. The blood goes on it and kind of smears down and eventually just begins to dilute with some of the melted ice water. Nothing else happens. You see, with you rolling the 1%, someone else sees it.
Okay.
You know what? This is taking way too long. I take out my rapier.
Yeah.
I push the blade against my palm so that the entire length of one side of the blade of the rapier is coated in blood. I cast Green Fire Blade and I stab the statue.
Okay.
Roll percentile.
41.
41. You stab the statue. So that was percentile. Roll the attack, actually. I would need to
I hope that's going to be a 13.
13. As you stab the statue, it hits one of Ner'Illes' hips, and where the water kind of washes up, and it just turns your blade around, and it doesn't stab through.
Can I go for just a straight strike?
Of course.
That is going to be a 18.
Okay. 18. You hit and you cleave off a piece of the ice.
Stabbing.
Oh, stabbing.
Because I basically want to stab the blade in so that the blood that is on my blade will be within. I'm aiming for her wound, basically.
Okay, sounds good. You put the blade in, and you can see the same flaring of fire that went through on Torix when Torix put his blood on there, and then it dissipates.
Yeah, we won't be going to cinema.
Roll perception.
Are we close?
Talareth, you're in the back somewhere.
We're not.
Talareth,
We won't be playing tonight.
you're the crow's nest
Evening
guy.
session. Oh, so once we're done here, we're done.
Makes sense.
Is
I guess
24.
Okay, yeah, you're probably going to see this. Let's see. Ooh, it's bonus stuff. You still see. You can hear behind you scattering and skittering and the creak of a door opening.
I turn around and what do I see?
You see the door across the hallway opening, and out in front of it are two of these small-sized spiders, and they look like they're covered in frost, and some of the parts are opaque. Maybe they're made of some sort of ice.
Incoming.
Go for initiative, everybody.
All right.
Actually, that's not bad. Way better than I rolled yesterday for initiative. Every time I rolled initiative yesterday, it was low single digits. Really annoying. I got a 15.
Okay, we're going to go from here. We got Torque with the 15.
Right there.
19.
19. Okay. 15. I'm going to write them down. I have 2 cards.
Yeah.
Not much better.
Does it work like divine intervention style? Because that one would have been perfect for divine.
Right.
All right, next. 8. Okay, perfect.
No.
Perfect at all.
16, okay. That was Calvin. All right, next summary.
21.
21, okay, here we go. And Calder.
18.
18, all right.
At least I saw them coming.
Yes, that would have been bad.
And you had a 19?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, sounds good. And we have that, and last but not least, right there.
Yeah, surprising attacks on your body really suck.
That's okay. We'll just call you Old Eagle.
Yeah, the pictures are
Eagle ears.
Okay, there we go. So, top of the list. Murray?
First off, how wide is the hallway and how far away feet-wise are they from the door?
From here, they are 30 feet from you guys right now. There's 10 feet in this room, 10 feet, and the hallway's 20 feet wide.
I am going to walk out of the room, and I'm going to. I'll just let you build up the.
Yeah, I totally forgot. Matt here, Marcus here.
I'll let you build it.
You said there was no, I was like, his was the only game worth running late this week. I get it. You don't worry, I got it. Now that I actually have a phone that's got a charge in it, that's always for God's sake. Over there. Yeah, Death Thieves Dialogue, 2 o'clock, and that's the one you're not running, hold your bucket?
Yeah, that's the one that's going to be canceled. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm sniffing markers right now.
That
I feel like I'm sniffing markers right
I know, right?
All right, here you see that one there. These are spiders, by the way.
I believe it.
There and there.
Okay, so I am going to. I'm going to, and this is the room that we're in, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move out and I'm going to just basically walk off to the side so that I'm not blocking the door. And I am going to cast Firebolt. At specifically that one, the one in front of the door.
Sounds good.
Wait, which side are we coming from?
Like after 2 o'clock,
Here.
ceremonies.
That is an 11.
We can get that and get on the road. I don't know about you.
Ooh.
But early.
Just misses. You can see him kind of dance out of the way. Does everybody got a mini?
No, I don't. However, I could use
Oh, you can politely find one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody use Olaf.
You're gonna use all. Yeah.
I gotta.
And I'm going to blade song to a ready position as I end my turn.
Did you pull your blade out of the sculpture? I'm going to assume that you did, but I'm going to need a strength check for it. As it seems to be
Natural 1.
As it seems to be frozen inside the statue.
I take out my dagger and then do blade song. On guard. Dang it, the butter knife would be really good about now, actually.
Whatever, you'll do.
One off my shoe.
Yes.
I almost went for that one, but it's a wizard.
I'm really impressed with this battery pack. I've charged my phone on it now 6 times, and I'm only down to like 60% on it.
This is going to be the statue.
It doesn't work perfectly, but it'll do.
Right, so everybody's got one?
So who's next?
Me, I think, at 19.
19 probably.
He'll be next. Yeah. Everybody's good.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Someone's gonna get hurt real bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, there you go. That's nice.
Say it.
I'll start with my first strike,
It was a
Spear.
7.
and that's a 20.
No, 7 plus 6, so 11. So
I think I'm plus 8, but let me just confirm that.
Thank you.
No, plus 7, so that's a 22.
That's going to hit for sure.
Okay, spear is die 8. Plus 4. Because I'm using it two-handed. So that's 10.
10 to damage.
Yep. Splort. And then
I'm heavily nearsighted. I couldn't see a damn thing.
there.
No, no worries. It's okay.
I'm just saying. Like,
As my
I'm
it's a
not
respect
concerned.
thing.
I'm not worried.
second attack.
still a respect
That's
thing.
probably going to miss 12.
12 is the AC.
Oh, okay. Well, then. Sure enough.
So you really smoked him the first time.
All right.
You did
Oh, max damage.
a flame spell, right?
I did attempt. Yes,
Oh,
I
but
did.
it missed. That's
It
right.
missed.
Okay, good.
So 12.
12. Yep, that hits. That's damage.
Thank you.
Yeah, 12 is damage. Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Also, crumbles. You guys can hear this. Pieces of ice shatter across the ground as they collapse. And then the door closes shut.
The
Just
door
seems to
we,
be like it was just
the door we just come
No, the door these guys were pushing out of. As soon as they burst into ice, they fell down, and them holding open the door wasn't there anymore. The door shut again. Next on the list is Palder.
Okay, so I don't see any more creatures then, huh?
Nope.
Okay, but we are still in initiative.
Yes,
so we're
that doesn't mean there
going
aren't any more.
Alright, so here we go.
No, there's still another spider out there, wasn't there?
Oh, they got them both. The ones that came. The two in the hall.
And well, actually, I'm going to go here. And Baldur is going to hold an attack with their longbow.
Okay.
And I'm also. There's nothing I need to do to activate the swarm. It just happens, right?
What's that?
The Stormkeeper just has a swarm of ethereal entities that come around because it doesn't say how you activate it. They're just there, right? Gathered swarm.
I'm not familiar, but if that's just what rules is for that, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say that you have to use it on your phone to use it. It just once a turn you can have them do something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I
I've got
imagine
my
there's
battery right there, and I can
all
always plug in a
person
second.
Yeah,
walking around.
so I'm going to say the gathered swarm starts to manifest itself around Halder, and it's going to be, for flavor, it's going to be like water sprites, so it's like, looks like little, looks like actually little versions of Ner'Illes, made of little flows of water. They're kind of swirling around Halder.
Okay. Interesting. Very cool. Very cool. There you go.
Thank you.
All right. That was Palder. Very good. Colvor. Colvin? Yeah. You're the dwarf? Ah, perfect.
And where are
Well, the enemies, we believe, came from the other room because we heard the door, but there's no others visible.
Well, I know what I'm doing.
I'm going to go out to the other door and knock on it.
Okay, you knock on the door. It's seems to be. It seems to hold the sound when you knock on it. It's just so old and airy that it doesn't really transport the sound. When you knock on the door, it sounds loud enough.
I'm going to open the door.
You want to open the door? Okay. As soon as you open that door, my friend.
Oh dear.
Is there a big spider?
Big spot.
The hole.
Oh, yeah. We ate the actual spider mini.
Okay, but you just said a word that scares me. Beholder.
Nah.
I have PTSD from Beholders.
I know that.
Oh, from second edition, they were like, oh god.
Yeah.
I took one out in one round once.
Yes, I know, but I was not in that. I was not in that party at the time of the battle.
He didn't know what hit it.
What was it, a shave and a haircut of its whole front face?
Well, what happened was I nailed it. I was lucky enough to be outside of its anti-magic eye arc, so I nailed it with a spell that it failed its DC that cut its hit points in half, and then I had like a spectral companion because I was a Pale Master who had a wood leech constitution, hit it with a critical. Instant dead beholder.
What edition?
3.5.
18 to hit.
Most damage I ever saw was a little over 100.
Okay, just hits. As soon as you open that door, this wad of ice and web, it's flung through the door and hits you right on the chest, kind of morphs onto your body and kind of melts all the way down to the floor. You take here. You're restrained by a thick coating of ice. Okay, cool that it was on his reaction because this happens on your turn too. Yeah, so you're restrained with a thick coating of ice. You're currently restrained, and
Is there anything I can use my reaction with my shield? Is there any way for me to use the reaction with my shield to mitigate that?
no, it just hits you. It's the spider's big thing. It's what he does.
Right,
But you take 3d6 cold damage as it's just freezing on your body,
Chilly.
and you're only restrained.
Only restrained.
Oh, look at this! Look at this damage! Look at this damage! 1, 1, 1. 3 points of damage.
You are a lucky boy.
There you go. And I'm going to say you're frozen in place, holding the door open.
No, door stop.
Yeah, there you go.
Now,
There you go.
question: Can Holder see the spider enough to use the held action to fire off a shot? Or
Yeah, actually you can.
Okay.
Because it's large.
He's right in there.
all right. Well, that's just it doesn't hit. It's a 10.
10. It doesn't hit it.
Don't you
It
have 2
goes-
attacks?
Well,
Are you level 5?
I don't think I can hold 2 attacks. I think you.
You can
You're
hold
holding your attack action.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do the second one then.
Launch.
That's Fox. But, I mean, yeah, I'll count that one anyways because it landed. So that's a 16 on the second strike.
16. Just hits.
Okay. Alright, that's the best damage. Just 6 piercing.
Okay. Perfect.
And I'm gonna say, I know it's not a natural one, but I'd like to jokingly have the first arrow just get stuck in the ice blood.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. So the arrow catches the ice. You know what? That's cool. I like that. That's perfect. So you guys can see that the first arrow goes and catches right in the back of Calvor. This long arrow sticking out, just in the ice. Just right there.
Am I still, like, my head is still...
Yeah, I'd
feels like
say
that
you'd be
was
able to
on
move your head
purpose.
around. Just mainly, you just can't move. That's all.
So I want
Speed
to
is
kind of over my shoulder, just... Hey!
Sorry, you're a little extra wide with the ice.
Then the other arrow goes through, hits the spider, and you can hear this odd, like, piercing crying language. almost like a bird or an insect, but it seems to be coherent.
Oh.
Like and then you guys can see anybody's, yes, with your head, and all you can see with your head around is the ground seems to be covered in this web. It almost looks like snow, but it's all moving. All moving. It seems to be moving towards your direction.
Okay.
Next up is Torek.
Okay, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 to there. Standard action is going to be a cantrip.
Yep.
I'm going to do Sacred Flame on a spider, which is a dex save.
And that's
Dex 14.
14. Ooh, 19 on the dice. Big roll.
So that's 0 damage.
Yeah, and that's not fire damage, right? That's
For now.
That's
Don't worry.
something else.
radiant.
Yes, radiant. Okay.
Okay. And for my bonus action, Spiritual Weapon.
Excellent. Perfect. Yep.
So that I'll just put a D6 down for it right there.
Sure. Yep.
And that is spiritual weapon is a bonus action, spectral weapon, and melee attack against within 5. Okay. That's gonna hit.
Okay. Natural 17, yeah.
And that's 2d8. Plus my spellcasting modifier, so that works out to be a grand sum total of
Question, is the door normal size
2d8
wide, or
plus
is
3.
it like
5 feet.
5 feet? Yeah.
2d8 plus 3.
Sounds good.
Well, just careful here. Let me just see. No, only 1d8. I can do it as 2d8, but it's only 1d8. My apologies.
No problem.
7 plus 3, so 10 points.
Okay, excellent. There we go. All right. Telereth, you are up.
My metal dice betrayed me, so I didn't bring it.
I'm going to move a little bit closer and I'm going to throw a dart.
So, like, say, there?
Just don't try and right here.
Yeah, we're good, yeah.
15.
15? Just under the armor class. Just under. It kind of ticks off of the ice and kind of goes off into the room.
You can throw a second one. You do have 2 attacks.
The ones that have burned, they're broken. That one got broken to 4 shots.
There's another dart in his eyes.
Natural 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll another attack.
Oh.
One.
Another natural 1.
What is going on at this table?
This is amazing. I love when this happens. Okay, so, yeah,
Throw it into
natural
your
1,
own
you
foot.
got to throw it. And what we do in this case, you throw a natural 1. If you could hit another one of your players, you can throw another hit. And if you beat his armor class, you get him. But since you roll another natural 1, I'm going to say you're going to throw it. You stick it in your own finger. Roll damage on yourself.
Oh,
Oh no.
It's like, it sticks in you.
the punishment is real.
See, this kind of interplay, like I like this. Some DMs like to make the big bad.
Of course it is.
How much damage is that, Derek?
Oh!
7 piercing to yourself.
Really nice gameplay stuff. I like it. No, I'm complimenting.
Congratulations. You
8 max
succeeded.
damage, 7
I rolled
piercing
9
himself.
damage.
You rolled max damage on yourself? Okay, so it went right through your finger, like right through the fingernail from the inside out, alright? You keep sharp
I know
darts,
what that's
man.
like.
Yeah.
You have failed successfully.
No, I watched.
Well done.
I'm from a fishing community, so I was watching my dad. We were handlining, so he'd take a 5-pound lead on the end of a line with these big eagle hooks.
It was a 100% successful.
The last one caught him right in the back of the knuckle and stopped that 5-pounder right dead.
I saw somebody do that with a meat slicer.
Yeah, but the hook was like, yeet, and hauled his hand right out straight. He went,
Bam full.
Damn.
That's okay.
Then he said many other colorful words.
Yes, more gentle.
Do you have anything to do? Anything else to do, Tal?
No.
No. Okay, sounds good.
Are you there?
Next on the list is the spiders.
The
Spiders.
plural?
Yes, well, the whole floor was undulating, so I'm thinking there's a swarm there.
The
Under the surface of the web/frost.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
They're so adorable. We take psychic damage.
I almost don't want to
and
kill him.
then the big spider crawls up
What
your
you talking about,
wall,
Willis?
out of sight,
Yeah. Great.
Like, what are you talking about,
and
Willis?
you, let's see here, call for some attacks on you, friend. Okay, that is going to hit. 22 to hit on one, and only 12 on the other. So
Is
you
that
can,
to me?
Yeah, that's to you.
So, do their attacks help break up this ice at all?
No, that's something when we get to your turn we'll discuss.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Unless anybody wants to make a perception of the ice that's going on right now.
I mean-
you take 5 points of piercing damage. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Would a perception check be a bonus action or an action?
It's just a free action. Yeah.
You said Constitution, right?
Yep.
I'm
Oh.
going to see the
I speculate, but I don't want to mitigate.
15. That is a success. Okay, you're all right. You don't. You feel a little bit of burning around the area where they bit you, but it seems to go away. It seems to dissipate.
Are they biting me around my face?
No, right around your legs and ankles, kind of thing. Yeah,
ankle
they're
biters.
only tiny spiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Now, are there actual full spiders or are they swarms?
full spiders.
Okay.
Yeah, full small creature spiders. So as you are looking at them biting you, from above you, at the top of the door, on the inside,
Mama.
I have the perfect thing for this. Oh, you have a nice AoE? Oh, yes. Oh,
ooh, that's
lovely.
good.
A dot AoE.
22 to hit,
Yep.
and you take
I will get people out of the way for you then.
7
No,
points of
please, no.
piercing,
What do you mean?
and you
no?
need to make a Constitution save.
The closer they are, the better it is.
No, I meant our allies away from.
No, I don't have to target them. I get to skip it.
Ouch! You get a level
It's literally
of
one of the
exhaustion.
best AoEs you can get as a priest.
All skill checks are at disadvantage right now. Only skill checks.
If it works. If he lets it go off.
So, level of exhaustion, because that's because of the poison.
Attack?
I assume.
Wait, is it poison?
No, it was 7 piercing,
Yeah.
and then the con save was just to be exhausted, and you failed. You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
That's all. All right, and then one of these long legs come down and thrust its way through. You're the only one in the doorway, but I suppose he can't
he's next
see
door.
this one right there. So he's going to go and kick you, Torek.
Me?
Yep.
Perfect.
That's going
Let her
to
roll.
be a 21.
That actually does hit.
All right. And
Dagnabbit.
oh, I forgot to recharge that. That's okay. Does it recharge? No, that's good. And we have +6 on hit creature. Okay, that's all.
Sorry.
10 + 3, so it's going to be 13 points of damage. 3 of that, 4 of that is cold. If it matters. Okay. Boom, boom. Small creatures. Top of the list. Marie.
All right. I am going to. I'm just basically going to walk. I'm going to pass. Both of you are monks. Do you have any ranged abilities, attacks, anything like that?
I can throw darts.
Technically,
Or my spear.
Technically, you have less darts now. So I pass the ice pick thingy on a rope to you, and then I'm gonna move. Blah blah blah. Move here. I'm going to cast Create Bonfire directly under Calvor.
Fantastic.
Since you're restrained, you can't escape. So you take 2d8 fire damage.
Here's a good one.
Thank you.
Way back in D&D, like AD&D.
7. 4, so that
magic casters,
is
no clerics.
11 points of fire damage.
One of the wizards gets knocked down. He's dead. And one of the other wizards goes, wait! Digs out his dagger, hacks the guy's chest open, casts shocking grasp, he goes, clear!
So we create the bonfire
Yep,
directly under
bonfire.
cover so that the ice melts,
Okay.
and to create basically a deterrent for the spiders to not exit the room.
Of course. And does that cause any damage?
Yeah,
11 points of damage.
11 points of fire damage because there's no dex save because he can't move.
All right, you take 11 points of damage.
now you're free,
And
right?
the ice melts away.
I have a feeling that was a good idea.
And I end my turn.
Other than the damage.
Yeah, I have a suspicion the ice melting might have done more damage than the fire.
3d6
Oh,
versus
the ice is bad. 3d6 every turn if you're still in it.
Yeah.
It has an AC and a hit points for the ice. Acts as a different creature. All right, and right over here, Volador.
You're right up in the door, right?
No, he's in the door.
Okay, he's in the door? I'm next to the door.
Well,
I am the door.
shit. There's not a whole lot I can do because I don't feel like passing through the fire to try to get into the room, and I really don't want to get into the room on my own.
And neither do the spiders, from what you can tell. They seem to shy back from the fire.
So I guess I will hopefully not repeat that performance. I will throw 2 darts at the spider that I can see.
And then no spiders. At the
So
round
17,
last.
no, 19 for the first dart.
That's a hit. Yep.
Okay. That's 2 plus. Where's my darts? Dart. 4, so 6 points of damage.
All right, and you're attacking one of these guys.
The little pink one.
Perfect. 6 points. It looks really bad off.
Okay, so I will throw a second dart. And that's a 20.
Big hit.
Okay, and that's for 5 points of damage.
And that spider goes down. You hit the one side and it knocks off 3 or 4 of his legs. It falls. It's kind of running around in a circle with the other ones. You get it center mass, and it drops.
And that's the end of my turn because I can't get in any closer.
Well, I've got one of the highest ACs here, so me being in the door is probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's actually our 2 tanks right in the door. So
That's what we should be doing.
So can I see if I move here? Do I have an angle on the spider or something?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say you do have one in the back. This guy has half cover.
That's a
Half cover.
Half
Okay.
cover, quarter cover. I'll give him quarter.
Okay, so I'm going to aim for the further back one. Pulling out my longbow. I don't even know how many arrows I have.
The thing is, what I get to benefit of is it's a versatile weapon.
How many arrows do I have in my life? So I'm going to open up, obviously, with the attack.
have to look.
So that's 20,
Like you
30,
can use
20.
any weapon, really. It's just that you don't get the benefits of it.
It's been a long time since I've not played with D&D Beyond, so it kind of throws me off. So it's going to be 8, so starting with... That's good damage, so it's 12 piercing.
That's a dead spider. He catches him, and he shatters to pieces.
Alright, so first that spider's dead. And I'm gonna say, can I see the other spider better if I move here, or is it
Yeah,
still...
if you move further over, I'll take away his cover. Yep.
Okay, good. And kind of repositioning. And that's a full miss. That's 9.
9 total.
Yeah, 9 total.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's chest. No, the AC's 12. It's a miss.
Yeah, I'm
Close
saying,
though.
I don't know what I have as a bonus action. I was expecting to do more damage stuff. And I can't do that because that's an action spell. So yeah, Polner's going to just chance the fletching on one of their arrows a little distractedly for the rest of their bonus action.
Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Next up is Paulvor.
You are
Do you not have Hunter's Mark?
I'm getting away from
The creature's probably going to
door.
dead before I activate it. So
Sorry.
I'm stepping to the side of the door,
Okay.
Yeah.
Like over
out
here.
of the bonfire.
Okay.
I know, and move in message
Yeah,
when
there
it's
you go.
Zach's turn, yeah.
I
do it all the time.
I can still see into the room. Yes.
Yes, from this angle you have a clear view of the one small spider right there.
I'm going to toss the javelin at it.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, wow.
Natural one.
Please don't.
How about a 2?
Even better.
Plus 6, so 8.
It just kind of dances off onto the ice in the ground and skitters to the end of the room.
All right.
2 better.
Can I reach with my hand?
No, it's a great hammer. It's a war hammer, right?
Yeah, warhammer.
Yeah, no, it's 5 foot reach.
What about the great axe?
But you did have a great
Same
axe.
thing.
No,
Great axe still doesn't give you reach, though, does it?
In Depths of Felthan, we've changed the great axe to have 10 feet because I believe a great axe should have 10 feet. I believe in that wholeheartedly.
I agree. I mean, it's a big, long thing,
Yeah.
and between your stretch and
Exactly. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I will swing the great axe. I don't know if will I have any modifier with the.
Oh, you're proficient with axes. You're a dwarf.
Okay. Well then, yeah.
I'll give you
7 and 6, so 13.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
Just hits this little spider, just over the armor class.
All right.
it rolls decent.
What would it be? A D8?
Great axe?
Great D12.
Yeah, that's right. A lot more than D8.
How about a 9?
9 points
No, sorry, 6.
plus your
damage.
Plus your damage.
Oh, plus.
Should be plus 5, I think. Oh, plus 3.
Plus 3.
Strength? Yeah.
So it is a 9.
So it is a 9, okay.
It is a 9.
So you hack them in half, but one half is still scurrying about.
Oh, good.
Front half.
Okay.
Oh, that's
The dangerous half.
Turek,
Yes. Only one target left?
Yep.
that you can see. You can also see that there's still snow about and things moving around in the snow, but they haven't come into a clear spot right yet. If you wanted to attack them, it would be a disadvantage, but there's things moving in there. They're technically invisible,
Point of
semi-invisible.
clarification.
Okay, then
Yes.
that.
Did the door swing in or out?
It's swaying in. Yeah, it's swaying in. So it's like right here.
Okay.
Open with now the buildup of a few ice spiders there. It's not going to be able to close.
Okay, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Yes, okay, perfect.
That gives me a 15-foot radius. Everybody here is excluded. Anything else has half movement. And at the beginning of their turn, or if they move into that 15, they take 3d8 radiant.
Ooh, so you're. Oh.
I am a walking bomb for everybody else.
And as long as they're in there on your turn,
No, at the beginning of their
Their
turn.
turn, perfect.
So
Sounds
they
good.
don't take any damage right now.
just
But
when
as
they
soon
would
as their
activate on
turn
theirs.
pops, they take 3d8.
Perfect.
Or if anything moves into it during whatever, or
During
through
their
it,
turn. Yeah.
then they get
I'm
hit.
really glad we have that bonfire there.
So,
That's
and as my
basically-
bonus action, it's going to move there. It's going to be die first a hit and a die 8 plus 3 if I hit.
We're not trapped in it with them; they're trapped in it with us.
So that's a modified 23
Big
Big money, no
Doesn't really
whammies.
matter what you roll.
6 damage.
6.
I think they only got like 10 or 11 hit points.
Yeah. Well, that Spirit Guardians. If you use it right, it's great for crowd control for this little creature.
And that's the one that already took the 9.
Yeah, that one is demolished. Tolereth, you're up.
So I can't see any progress, correct?
You can't, but you did all see the large leg come down and the head also come down from above the door and then go back up.
That spell was funny. Stand in a corridor, have that spell cast, and have a swarm of kobolds run at you.
Oh, it's a blender!
Just the image of that, I'm like,
Oh, that's glorious.
Just imagine like the herd of wildebeest, but it's just
But as if you cast it at a higher level, it does way more damage.
oh my goodness.
Like for each slot above 30,
All you can
an
really do is
extra
prepare an action to attack something that should
Yeah.
pop out its ugly head.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the dot out of my finger
Another
Give it a
D6
good firm
damage.
scolding.
and should the spider reappear, I'm gonna get a dot in the face.
Sorry?
He's going to prepare an action to attack the spider if it shows itself in the door.
Fantastic, absolutely. And it does. As it bends its head down and one of its long legs.
So the prepared action goes in four.
Yep, it takes some oh, that's right. That also I gotta remember that too.
And
Roll
also,
that damage.
also the bonfire is a 5-foot cube. So does its leg reach into the 5-foot cube?
No, it's probably at the top of the door, so.
It may
Yeah, I would
not
say
be,
it's at kind of at
This may be a moot
We'll
point.
see. We'll see.
It might be a moot point.
So first,
3d8.
starts its turn, takes this.
So it takes greater than set 7.
Only 7?
Only 7. You got lucky.
Well, that's actually pretty cool.
What's that?
Because that means before he acts, I forgot my small guys. This is dead, but there's a rush of smaller spiders again, and they rush up. They take 7 damage. They get brutally,
Murderized?
and they all have like 2 hit points left.
So they splat like bugs on a windshield.
But they will get through and have 1 attack each on you guys, on Torek and Kulvor.
Wouldn't they have cover from the angles of the sides of the door?
Oh, their movement
you
speed
can
is
still,
half, by the way, as well.
Okay, so they still have access on that angle there. Okay. And
Oh, they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, do they?
Yes, they do have a
Which
saving
is
throw.
probably going to be. Oh, that's a natural 1.
A natural one
You
again.
did it again.
Okay, if this is another natural 1.
If you get another one, we're talking big numbers
Okay.
here.
1 succeeded. The rest of them failed. So one of them looks pretty good.
And if they succeed, if they succeed, they get half.
Okay, sounds good. Still
seven, four,
bad.
3.
So there's 1 attack each. It was
8 or 3, or 4.
17 on Culver. I think that's a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay, and 1 on Torek, which is going to be 16.
No.
Okay, miss as well. So their turn is washed. Then you have the other creature, the other big spider, bend its head down from the top.
Well, actually, his as soon as the prize spider comes down,
That's
his
right.
it
One attack
drops
drops
his
his
head.
Thank you very much.
That's a separate critter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a separate one.
Okay.
Well, I was just going to do all the damage in one, just to save time. Yeah, just
okay.
a blanket
The
damage.
bloody dagger dot miss.
Okay.
That'll hit.
Yes, it's 17 to hit.
17 just gets over the armor class. Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna use that to roll before. 6 points.
6 points. All right. All right. It's looking. If a nice spider could look bloodied, it looks bloodied.
Yeah, because I didn't hear it was a bloody dagger.
Pieces of the ice is all jagged and starting to fall off now, and he gets his attack. So there's going to be 1 bite. No, he has to do that recharge thing. Sorry. Okay, it recharges, so that happens instead. He shoots that ball of ice and web at left or right. Left, Torek, right, Kaldor. Okay, looks like we're left with Torek. He shoots it to the. Sorry, your left, my left, your left. He hits Torek. So he hits you with this ball of ice and web, and it hits you, it freezes to you, and you're restrained.
What's the AC he hit?
Shit, 11 plus 5, 16.
Not enough.
Oh, not enough? Oh, sorry. Okay.
I have a 19.
19. I misheard you there. My apologies.
No worries.
Okay, so it hits, but it just kind of glances off, and not enough catches on to you to hold you in place. All right, there we go. And I'm going to roll a dex save for the fire, since it's a bit far away, but it is getting within range of the other creatures. Natural 20 for its save.
Yep,
So
nope.
it gets away. And it pulls back into cover up there again. Still within range of you guys, but out of range of any ranged attacks. And top of the list, Ner'Illes. Ner'Illes, top of the list.
All right. Oh my goodness. I'm going to. So is that a spider on the ground? Or?
Yes, they're on the ground, all those ones.
I'm going to reposition. I'm going to recast Create Bonfire. So I'm going to move it basically just inside the door.
Certainly.
On top of that spider.
Oh, thank you.
So that there's a little bit more range.
It has only 2 hit points left. It's dead.
Yeah. Yep. There is a dex saving throw I can do. 14.
Oh, it's good with dex.
For the fun of it.
Is it for half?
No, it's
I got
they
12.
make 12? Okay, no, it's I don't have to roll, it's dead.
Okay, it's dead. Okay, perfect.
So I move my bonfire there.
All right.
And then I'm just going to I'm just gonna stay there. I don't really have anything bonus action wise really beyond that to use, so I will stay there.
All right, sounds good. Ulador?
So the bonfire is how high?
5 foot cube.
So conceivably I can jump over it, right?
Yep.
All right.
This, if you don't want to hit by a fire, I would impose an athletics check for this one because you're jumping through a 5-foot gap with the roof where the top of
Would
the door
acrobatics be better?
Strength is jumping. I'll give you for the strength for the jump.
Would acrobatics be better?
It's relatively low. You're not jumping a far distance.
Trying.
Okay. No, 7.
7? Oh, no. All right, let's see. Up
So
or
I probably
down?
jumped
Even
through
is
the
up?
fire.
Odd is down.
1.
So you hit a bit of the fire.
4
Fire damage?
4 points.
Okay, you get a
That's fine.
little bit singed,
I
but
can
not
take
too
that.
bad.
That is minor. Still half drunk, so I barely feel it anyway. So that would put me. That's the spiritual weapon. Can I occupy the same space as the spiritual weapon?
I say go for it. Sorry.
Okay, so then I will do this.
I'm not concerned about these spiders very much. You guys are going to handle this.
Yeah, so now I am within reach of that other spider, or is
Yes,
it
you
up
are.
too high? All right.
It's just right there above the door, and it's a large spider, so you...
Yeah, all right, so we'll start with him. First spear attack. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Big hit.
I don't even need the bonus to make contact there. So 6 plus 4 is 10 points.
10 points. Not looking good.
All right, we'll go with the second hit. Probably not. That's only a 12.
No, not quite.
Okay, so now I'm going to go flurry of blows. 14.
Not
Don't
quite.
think so, yeah.
DC 16.
Okay. And the second hit from flurry of blows. Oh, for crying out loud, that misses too. Okay, so that's my 4 attacks, and as a feature of the Drunken Master, because I used a key point, I can disengage drunkenly away to here.
That works.
Works for me.
Without provoking any opportunity attacks.
Holder.
Alright, so we still can't see the big spider. It's still hiding up
Yeah,
there.
it's still up there. I mean, you can maybe see the little bit of a leg. You definitely know it's there.
Okay, we're not enough to hit it. So these two here are visible to me. Yep.
I am going to, there's a little middle part in the end I'm going to skip. I'm going to take them right to the last battle, probably.
Hour and a half? Yes. Cool.
So which one looks like it's less hurt?
Sorry?
Which one looks like it's less hurt?
The one in the back is only taking
goodness,
half the
take a
damage. It's
fireball.
at, like, it's about 5 points left.
So I will open up with the
would
one
just-
that's not as hurt with Hunter's Mark to start. So let's get that cast on it. I'm going to go with 2 arrow strikes to start. So that's a lot. That's 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah, you're going to hit her.
Okay.
Sparky bird.
So that is 11 piercing damage.
It's down.
And the Hunter's Mark is another 3, so that's 14.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot
take
of
him away
damage.
now.
Is that the big guy?
Okay. No, I wish. And for the other guy, the Hunter's Mark is now ethereal and sitting in the
Which
air.
is the big guy?
And the other
D4?
one's a 9.
No, the big guy is kind of like.
You can't really see it. It's kind of
right
up on
here.
the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say the other one is a 9. So the fletching doesn't quite hold as it goes into the bonfire, and you just see the tip of the arrow and a burning shaft fall to the ground. Okay. That's
Okay.
I'll move a little bit further this way.
All right, Culvor.
I am. So there's
still one
there's
little spider left.
Random question: would I be able to use my reaction to break concentration on the bonfire?
You can stop that whenever you want to. Yep.
All right.
Right now, it's more of a hindrance than a help.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna break concentration.
All right, fire goes away.
I am going to give a great swing with my great axe.
Sounds good.
And 15?
15's a hit.
Great enough.
And this is on the little guy,
He's
right?
got 2 hit points left.
Now, how high is this big guy up on the wall?
It's just above the door.
Just above the door.
So it's within 5.
It's kind of got itself sprawled around the door. Just in cover is all.
Okay.
Well, in cover from anybody outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna remedy that situation. So we're
6 points for that one.
And that one is dead.
Okay. And then
Was that your one attack?
that's one attack.
So you
yeah.
can actually step into the room and use your second attack.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'd like to go and see if I can.
You walk into the room, you look up, the spider's right there, hanging right above you.
Drooling.
I'm gonna give a great heave,
There you go.
and that's probably gonna do it. 19.
That's a hit.
That'll do.
And
that's a great axe, right?
Yeah.
I thought a great axe was a 12.
It's a die 12, not a die 10.
what's that?
The great axe is a die 12.
That's a D10
Oh,
there, yeah.
my bad. Sorry.
No worries.
Thank you.
I'd look it over going, one of these things don't look right.
Yeah, that shape is off.
So that'll be 9 points.
9 points. All right. Thank you.
Sorry, don't want to metagame, but
No worries. That's all right.
Yeah.
That was second attack. Good. So it's Kelleran Toric.
okay. I'm going to take a move action, move inside to here.
My physical combat's not great, so I'm going to do Sacred Flame again. Dex 14.
14. Fail. 3 on the dice. So a D.
2d8.
2d8. Perfect.
Almost min.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's more.
There you go.
That looks like a 12 to me.
And
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I don't know if
Spiritual
this thing is
weapon.
21.
sounds good. Yep.
So this is plus 6 on the die, that's 17.
17's a hit. Yep.
And that is die 8 plus 3. That's a 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah, your spiritual weapon did more damage than you did.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, the single D8 does more.
Say
than
hello to my little friend.
So as you were going through, I forgot there was attack of opportunity on
Oh, okay.
right here. Is that
No.
the door?
Because I use disengage.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, good. Just want to. I thought I missed a step.
It's one of the features with the Drunken Master. If you use a key point, you can use your remaining movement to disengage.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so that's good then. So we didn't miss nothing. And as you make that strike, the spider's grip on the
Put
wall
your hands up and go. My bad.
seems to slip in some places, and it begins to dip, and then it falls right on top of you, right on top of Culver. So
Oh, good.
and it just breaks, pieces of ice shattering all over you and showering you in this ice spider. It's really strange, actually, how it functions.
It's raining men.
And you don't see any more rumbling in the snow-like web below you. Seems like the area is clear. What do you do?
I'd like to roll perception.
Of course.
Let us
Wait, is
investigate.
the big spider dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Just that. This is my big
Oh, natural 20.
And I
Okay,
got
there
a
you go.
19.
And 19.
I perceive everything. I have
Fantastic.
finally reached Nirvana. I am
going
at
to
one with the
maintain
universe.
You've seen Ner'Ile.
Yeah.
On the Spiritual Guardian, I can keep it up for 10 minutes.
Sounds good. Sure thing. Yep. All right. So you guys looking around this web, digging around, you find a few husks, a few bodies, but you find a few things. You find a book, a Dadro's Book of Music. find a book. You find a longsword. It seems to be very well crested with jewels and silver overtones.
I can't use that.
You find a mask. And it's one of those Juno masks, just small and slim. And every so often, if you're looking at it, his face changes. And that's what you guys find.
Sounds like a mask of disguise.
I'm gonna go run over to the ice statue and I'm going to begin pulling my sword out.
It comes out. Okay. Now that your punishment is complete.
Oh, well that's good. Book of Music. Does anybody have any use for it?
I believe I have a flute, so I can play it. That might be an idea. Maybe we need to play the statue a little too.
We've tried all of the crazy things. Let's try the
I
music.
would like to try and do medicine checks.
Oh no.
Certainly.
We've already established healing magic doesn't work.
Play the pan flute.
Well, healing magic may not work, but some of the monk abilities to self-heal might. Because it's not really magic, it's bolstering your key.
So I draw for your medicine check.
I rolled a 6.
You wrap it up in a bandage.
Yeah. And to say, Polder, knowing it's probably not going to work, is going to try cure wounds anyways. I don't know if you even want me to roll.
Nope.
No. Okay.
You cast your spell, but the spell begins to fizzle when you just can't seem to track. Roll a knowledge arcana.
Alright, not strongest, but knows nothing.
It seems like it has no direction. You can't target anything.
Yeah.
Observing
Yes, it depends. It's
spell.
right,
Can I
depends
roll
on
an
the
arcana to see if I can get
the path. that you
11
take.
plus, I feel like it's a 6. 6 to 17.
17? It seems that
If you go
there's
the way of the
nothing
palm,
to
then
heal.
you get it.
There's no mortal coil to heal.
So it seems that, and I mentioned this out loud, all of us have some sort of weird, sickly, magical aura coating on top of us. Like if you would coat something in a glaze. I think that's probably what's happening, is that healing magic doesn't work on us. Because when the spell gets cast, it just sort of goes across the glaze and doesn't actually get to the body.
Polder stares off in the middle distance, doesn't understand.
You're glazed right now.
We got 3 items. Who's taking them?
Sorry?
There's 3 items you guys found.
I'm just shooting the mask.
There's the sword, the mask, and
The songbook. Well, I was going to grab the songbook because I was going to try playing the song.
Do it.
All right, so stagger.
I have a cantrip of elemental attunement.
Elemental attunement. Yeah.
Would that help in either just myself or everyone from the falling drops of water?
Sorry, my friend.
Would that help in protecting myself or potentially all of us?
I'm not sure how that actually works. If it's just for you or an area or something like that.
It's,
Is it on your paper there?
It says cantrip level element.
Oh, okay. Cantrip. Okay, where are we looking at here? Sorry, lots of stuff.
Right under.
Right there? Okay.
Create a harmless sensor effect like an air.
Sure, we'll work with that. What do you want to do?
Basically, make sure the drops of water don't hit any of us.
Okay, so for something like that, I can say that would protect you. That would be a thing for you, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, that's fine. That'll work for sure.
All right, so I guess I have to roll performance.
Yeah, sure.
Can I assist in the performance with a song?
Of course, you guys can both you can play from the book has words as well.
All right, so
They seem the
so
books.
that means what? One of us rolls with advantage, basically.
Yeah.
So my performance is +3. What do you have?
I think mine's +4.
Well, then I guess I'll assist you.
So, okay.
I will
Who's
provide
going to
musical
be
accompaniment.
in possession of the book?
Well, I mean, we're going to have to kind of have it between us because I'm going to have to look at the musical notes to play the tune, and she's going to need the
So
words.
if you can possess it, you get the +2 bonus to your charisma.
I'm not charisma based, so.
Oh, I am.
Okay, well, there you go.
So you get the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
you
well,
get a
'cause-
+2 to your charisma score. What's your charisma now?
Well, my charisma right now it's actually 0.
Oh, okay, so you have 12 charisma now.
So that means that you get an additional
Plus 2 to my performance.
plus one
Plus
to.
1 to your
Or plus 1 of my bonus, yeah.
So yeah. So that is going to be an 18 plus 4, so that's 22.
Okay, so I just roll the 1 die. It's
And
not
if you guys
advantage.
can both roll one each, it doesn't. As long as the advantage gets paid.
Yeah, 11 plus 5, so 4, so
Okay, so
15.
it is a wonderful melody. Flambadadro is one of the greatest bards in the realm, and has also been missing. He has a fetish for dragons, and this appears to be his.
That might explain why he's missing.
This appears to be his sword. This appears to be his mask. But you guys sing this song. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful song. But nothing really happens except all the minute things that happen to the statues seem to reform. And the ice forms and covers all the holes in the middle, the chip at the bottom.
So we've restored it then.
So we did a song of mending.
Yeah.
It just seems to be like you guys kind of
We screwed it up.
made reparation for pouring blood on her and stabbing her. And all those other weird things you were doing to her statue.
She didn't like the drink? Maybe she's
Yeah,
not a
should we try
rum
the
fan.
mask?
Yeah.
All right, you put on the mask, and we're just going to do quick attunement for magical items. You're going to know as you put it on. It's called the Mask of the Antagonist. It has 4 charges. 1 charge you can go invisible. 3 charges you can go invisibly, greater invisible.
Sorry, what's the second part?
Greater invisible for 3 charges.
They recharge daily.
It recharges. It recharges 1 charge per day, or
Anytime I hear charges, I'm always like, do I get those?
or when you use a bardic spell, it gains a charge when you use a bardic spell.
Okay. Look at all the barbarians in this group.
Yeah.
Barbarian.
And the sword.
The minstrels of blood and plunder.
It seems to be a sword. It seems to be a long sword that can be used with a lighter hand. Maybe it's a finesse longsword. Thank you for listening to the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network at Halcon 2022. This has been Ner'Illes Icewater Mansion, Part B.